Hi Scorpio, let's get your reading started. So we're going to start with the pre-shuffle. Sometimes it doesn't relate to the reading, it's just a message that someone needs to hear, but we'll lay out a love spread as soon as we get through this. So we start off with the Three of Swords, heartbreak, loss, pain. Looks a little self-inflicted there, right, with that sword. But it's followed by the Judgment card. So Judgment card often can be reconciliation when somebody hits rock bottom or they learn a lesson and they want to come back. But for this, it could be you. It could be you. It's like Phoenix rising, you know. So if this has been a perpetuating cycle that you can't seem to get out of, it looks like you're rising above. Could be your person. And then if we actually go down for the clarifier, we have the World card. So if there is karma that needs to be cleared, I would say go ahead and, apologize or make amends, clear that karma. This could be an indication that it's being cleared. Somebody else is getting their karma, okay? The person you're thinking about, they love you. There's love here. They may have turned away from it, but there is love here. I was also feeling the Queen of Cups, which indicates a strong soul connection, a lot of love. Now, all my videos are timeless, so be sure to check out the other videos, as well as the extendeds, which I prefer to call almost personals. They're very, very detailed. I highly, highly recommend them. They blow my mind because it's just a small, not very many people watch them, so it's a very small amount of energy coming through. So the people that do watch them are usually blown away by them also. They're very detailed and very, they're just really amazing. Okay, so enough of that. So that's the top row. Then if we look at clarifiers, we have the World, so cycles probably coming to a close. Now, if we go with the Phoenix Rising card, the Judgment card, we have somebody coming out of this Five of Pentacles, feeling lost, abandoned, but finding their strength to rise above. Cycles ending, strong karma ending, strong cycle ending. And look at this, especially if you're in a twin flame, check out those. I have a twin flame series that's, I'll link down below. It's about, it can be soulmate, but it's surviving separation, and it's very strong advice. So if you're in a twin flame journey or you're in a soul connection that you feel stuck and not sure, those are really, really valuable. But look, we got four of Wands, 1111, indication of twin flame. But this Four of Wands is about union. It's about foundations. Stability. Let me just pull a few more of these, see what comes out. That was the Fool card I just saw, which is new beginnings. Do you feel like somebody turned away from a strong connection? So this is, intuition, all-knowing. Somebody might be psychic. Pisces energy. We also have Sagittarius. The Moon card. Sadness? No. Emotions. Not sad. Maybe sadness. But emotions could be secrets. Oh, I was going to say that. I've been feeling this Eight of Wands, very strong. Somebody might need to communicate. This could be secrets being revealed. But somebody may need to communicate how they feel. That could be an issue. Tell me more about that. Wow. The Lovers and the Empress. So, yeah, strong soulmate, strong soul connection. Here we have, within every good within every dark there is light. It's kind of a balancing each other out. So often that's what twin flames tend to do. They mirror each other, or they mirror the opposite. Empress. So it looks like a decision to practice self-love or accept. The Empress is loving and nurturing. This is going well. Let's keep on with these cards. Nine of Wands, heavily burdened. Tell me about Scorpio's person. King of Swords. But it's in reverse. So somebody detached, heavily burdened, but detached. That sword is up. That indicates, activity. So detached, but a lot of mental energy around it. It's not forgotten. They're losing their, this Five of Swords, they're losing their swords are not, they're losing the sharpness of their swords or their weapon. So their defense, whatever they're using, or, you know what this also could be? Somebody that's working against you. But if this is a love person, they're weakening their strength. So this is what I got when I said, tell me about their person. Heavily burdened. I think their whole, facade and detachment looks like it's coming to a close. Let's go ahead and lay out a spread. So how are you guys? I hope you are doing well. I hope you guys are praying for one another. Let's see. Your energy. I'm sorry, overall energy. Temperance. Oh, and the Sun card. So Temperance is about balance, patience. Sun is healing, hope. There you are again, High Priestess, Inner Knowing, Ace of Wands. The Empress again. Divine Feminine. I was feeling a lot of strong twin flame energy in the pre-shuffle too, so I do feel like this is twin flame for some of you, or you're thinking that. Judgment, reconciliation, again, this is your person. Somebody that blocked you. Wow. Maybe you're blocking them. Seven of Wands. So this person is definitely feeling defensive. It doesn't look like they're plunging forward or on the attack, but they are defending themselves or ready to lash out if they need to. They're ready to step into action. So interesting here, because it looks like you're about... You're further along in this than they are. They're fighting it, but I think there's progress being made behind the scenes. Judgment, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Somebody is blocked, though. We'll have to dive deeper into that. I'm still feeling not Queen of Wands. Yeah, I guess Queen of Wands, but Eight of Wands. Communication, forward motion. Okay, Two of Wands. Yeah, so somebody did not make a decision, or it looks like they made the wrong decision. The Two of Wands is making a decision, something life-altering, and look, they turned their back, and it looks like they turned their back to a strong union or a strong connection with this Two of Cups in reverse. Isn't that interesting? Pretty much what we just got. Just going to show you this. Two of Pentacles, juggling. Okay, tell me about what's next. There's that Queen of Cups I was feeling. So see, somebody's investigating. Page of Swords could be spying, but it's a very curious energy. This Queen of Cups, lots of love. Now we have King and Queen of Cups, like I said earlier. The Queen of Cups is, again, a lot of love, but it looks like it's shut down, possibly. The Magician. The Magician is somebody that can create. Somebody's looking into what to do, I think. Feeling out in the cold. I remember this. I think it looks like somebody stabbed themselves in the foot by blocking. Like they maybe blocked, but were hoping that... Did they block you and then still hope that you would pursue them after they blocked? Look at that. Twin flame. Again, check out those twin flame extendeds. You can always watch the trailer and then decide, you know. But they're super detailed if you feel stuck or if you are in a twin flame. 1111. Let's start clarifying. Why do we have the High Priestess? See, told ya. Told ya. 8 of Wands, forward motion, communication. So your inner guidance system is probably telling you that they're going to communicate, or there is forward motion. Make sure you're listening to that. The Queen of the High Priestess is, she's all knowing, but she doesn't have to talk about it. She just sits back and allows, you know, the information. She kind of watches things play out. She sits back and observes. This is too many to take, but let's look at them. 5 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 10 of Wands, not giving up, new beginning. A lot of reconciliation coming. Justice, scales being balanced. The 6 of Cups is such a strong card of, you know, somebody thinking about the past and wanting to come back, or it's a return from the past. It's something, it's very fond, sweet memories. There's the King of Swords again. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Moving away from. Jeez. We're going to have to get some advice here. 3, stick around to the end. I'll pull an oracle, which usually will pull it all together. 3 of Pentacles. Cooperation. Oh my gosh, again. Jeez Louise, what do we do? Give me some advice. Sagittarius energy, let the tower fall. Don't, so I think what it is, because it's, yeah, look at that. It's unclear. I apologize that it's so unclear, but I think what's happening is this person's going to have to probably hit rock bottom to realize, to get to that ascension, you know. And this tower, it looks like the tower's falling. Somebody's going to come back, but Scorpio, make sure you don't steal their lesson, you know. If you didn't break it, you guys are, a lot of you are in a twin flame. There's the Divine Masculine Emperor. You can't fix it if you didn't break it, right? You don't, you know, you can have a sweet, again, a sweet, soft energy and be open. Don't be smug. But don't put up with it either. You don't want to deal with this deceit. If it's you, then knock it off. This is the juggling in reverse. Somebody may be hiding some self-medicating with alcohol, over drinking. Basically, your person is not happy without you, okay? There's a lot of mental energy here. If you are at a point where you're just kind of like, let the tower fall, let them deal with it, that's exactly what this is saying. Don't steal their lesson by fixing it, you know. But I keep feeling there's a need to tell you not to be vengeful, something like that. 3 Cups, union. Wow, and it's going to be a strong union. But I think the difficulty's not quite over. So make sure you're focusing on you and what you can do to grow. Let me see. Let me grab an oracle. And we will tie it all together. Let me know in the comments. I love when you guys leave comments. Even if you just say hi and where you're watching from, I love that. Also, if you need to vent, you can vent in the comments. You can just put vent as the first word and then vent if you want people to know that, you know, that you're just venting, and maybe nobody will read it. But if it's a way to get it out instead of having it pent up, this is a good place to vent, you know. And you never know, somebody might come in and help or respond to you. And Spirit, time to, oh, I was just saying that, time to collaborate. Wow, work together. Dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. Let's see what that ant spirit is about. Celebrate the benefits of working in a partnership with others as part of a community or tribe. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, accept help, and trust in your most important partnership, the one you have with Spirit. Your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating reality with others and with Spirit. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track as you build the life you desire. Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful, and it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. That's so true. You know, when you're down and need help, talking to someone could just boost you, even if you don't talk about it, but it just boosts you up. And then the next time they may be down and talking to them boosts you. Make sure you're not isolating, okay? The other message Aunt Spirit holds is that you are now at an auspicious time to ask for help and receive it. Whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you. Everything is working out to support you. So I love the dragonfly. Let's see. 67. Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available to you at all times in the hidden realms. Just as dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, Dragonfly Spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, for a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Okay, so make sure you are open. Maybe ask for signs. Here's some signs you can watch for. Of course, nobody wants to come across ants, but there you go. It could just be on the TV, you know. It doesn't have to be in real life, but dragonflies. So ant spirit and dragonfly spirit. Let's do I want to do it. Let me see, hold on. I want to do one of these. Aren't they beautiful? I haven't done these in a while. These are love oracles. Wow, how gorgeous. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. This could be in work or somebody you're confiding in. It could be a love interest. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So that always, you know, don't be afraid of distance or space between you. The more you embrace it and accept that it's good for you both to have that time apart and heal, you can have space can work for your advantage. You know, if somebody's constantly texting you, you don't have time to miss them. It's so natural just to, you know, we miss things and value things that aren't too plentiful, okay? So if somebody's texting you all the time, then it's not as valuable as if you go hours and hours or days and then you get a text, right? So think of that vice versa. Don't be afraid of the space. Let them miss you. This was too. Here, another one. Yeah, so you're in separation. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. I think everything's going to be okay. I'm going to do a pendulum. You guys can ask a yes or no, okay? I usually just do these in the extendeds. So take a deep breath, ask yes or no, and then don't change your question. Try again. That could mean something to you, but let's do another one just in case. There. I like that better. Don't switch your question around. You may have to make it more simple. I mean, more direct. Okay, so that indicates I need to draw a card. So much for a short reading. So since that's the kind of the wild card, it's something that's not an easy answer. Divination. Ask and receive for divine guidance. Wow, like that. Oh, wow. And then at the bottom of the deck. Yes, if you take appropriate action. Sometimes action is inaction. Sometimes the best action is inaction. All right? All right, you guys, love you. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. This was a little back and forth, but let's just to summarize. It looks like somebody blocked you. That person is probably facing a tower moment or trying to figure out what to do. It's bothering them. It may not be bothering them or on their mind as much as it is on your mind because you are the one that was blocked. So when somebody blocks you, it takes a psychological toll on us. I mean, that's there's no way around it. So you may be obsessing and worrying about it more than they are. So keep that in mind when going through your everyday. Focus on things that you can control, things that you can, work towards benefiting your future. Don't focus on things that don't feel good or that you don't want to wait. You want to work on building you, being the best you can be. Because if you are blocked, then, I can almost guarantee you it's bothering you more than them. All right? Let them have that space. They blocked you. If they blocked you, do not reach out. They need to do it and just keep your energy open. Remember, they're in a different place in their journey than you are. So they may not be as ascended as you are. They have different, experiences and history. So kind of that, sometimes knowing that helps me not be mad at people as much, but focus on you, and the things you feel like you're missing from them are typically a reflection of what we need to give ourselves. So if we're feeling, ignored or not cared for or underappreciated, that is a very clear indication of some place where you need to work on filling your cup, and by doing that, more self-care, more crediting yourself and patting yourself on the back, more self-love, okay? And Spirit's there to help you. All right, Scorpio, love you guys. Let me know in the comments. I will see you soon. Bye, Scorpio. Check out those extendeds too. Those are so detailed. These are so general. And those are so overwhelmingly detailed. So I'll link them below. Love you. Bye, Scorpio.